I'm Stephanie. This is my family, Chris, and our son, Owen. We're here today to talk about Ronald McDonald House and everything they did and meant to us. Our son, Owen, was born 14 weeks early, so we required a place to stay. We lived almost an hour away and had what we thought was nowhere to stay. We thought we were going to have to drive back and forth to see our son, which was hard. Normally you have a baby and you bring him home, and it wasn't the case for us. So throughout Owen's stay at McMaster, we spent several months at Ronald McDonald House, and we ended up having to stay over Christmas, which we were not thrilled about at first, our son being sick and in the hospital and needing so much attention, and it was his first Christmas, and we had so much planned for him at home. Eventually we got over the fact that he was there, and this is where we were going to be for the next little while. And there was so many lovely memories that I have from Christmas at Ronald McDonald House. We thought we were going to miss out on something, and slowly over the month of November, things started being cheery and Christmassy, and the lights went up, the tree was decorated. There was staff members throughout the house. I remember a younger girl, I think she was a student. She would be humming as she was sweeping in the laundry room and humming Christmas tunes. And it was good to feel that, because at the hospital all day long, you feel like you're missing out, but we didn't. We got a different kind of experience, and I would never, I love the experience we gained from that. Seeing the house the way it was, and knowing that Owen wouldn't be able to leave the hospital and see the house, that we wanted to do his own decorations in his room. So we got lights and his own little Christmas tree and his stocking, and he still had a Christmas. We also had a Christmas. We had we had stockings at our doors from Ronald McDonald House, and they had a room just full of gifts for everybody, and it was so amazing because we were the adults, and people thought of us. Even though our son was going through what he was, people thought of us.
It was great having it there, because no matter how much even though you had a home, you couldn't go back home when your family wasn't there. The feeling was just wasn't right being in the house without them. I can remember many nights, no matter how tired I was after long shifts, everything driving back up at night. I refused to stay at the house by myself, so I'd always go back to Ronald McDonald House. I can remember being on night shift and actually sleeping in the closet during the day, just so I was like close to everyone else. Right, it wasn't that far away.
In the closet, because it was the only spot that he could get some darkness, because it would be daytime, it'd be bright.
Yeah, so I'd sleep in the closet.
Yeah, only for even just an hour, enough to shake it off and go and see Owen.
I can remember even getting up in the mornings. Some mornings would be 2-3 in the morning, and I have to drive back home to go to work. And even when I left the house, I'd stop every morning. I'd park across the street because my truck didn't fit in the underground at the hospital. I'd run all the way across, all the way up to the 3rd floor, just basically to give him a kiss on the head, and then all the way back down and back out to the road and into my truck and back to the highway again.
Yeah. So our family got through the Christmas season, and it turned out to be a wonderful one. Owen was able to go home before his first birthday. He was discharged just a week before, and it was a feeling like no other. It was scary at the same time as it was just happy and overwhelmed. So many emotions. We had a change of life living with a child with now a disability, and but that we kind of put that aside and we pushed forward, and he's the light of our life now. We'll always look back at Ronald McDonald House and appreciate the things they offered us, and we've always wanted to be able to do more for them ourselves.
One day we were talking about how we needed to get more involved with charity work, and it came right to me right away, Ronald McDonald House, and I absolutely insisted on that was what we had to give back to. So I made a phone call, and I'd spoken and met with a few people, and now the company that I work for now supports the Ronald McDonald House.
So we want to thank and encourage all the sponsors for Ronald McDonald House, and encourage the future sponsors. There's now going to be 40 rooms in the home, and a lot more work and help to keep those 40 rooms up and running and going, and families getting the help that they truly need at such a hard time. So please help the doors open.
Thank you for your support.